welcome to the B word. Just ignore all this stuff. We'll get to that in a minute, I suppose. So I'm gonna reboot my computer and start Podbean in a minute because my computer decided to shit the bed. So while that's working on that for the next 5 or 10 minutes, actually I'm gonna go get my phone and
all right.
Go in.
While you're doing that, I'll.
Doc is probably gonna be screaming about this.
I don't know who you're talking about, Harvey Pit. I don't know what a Harvey Pit is, but I'm just getting the live feed up here so I can see what's going on.
All right.
There we go. And I say to you, welcome to the P word. All one of you.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
here we are. We are in our usual mode of having issues. Tonight we're having issues with our other broadcast format. So we're working to remedy that. In the meantime, here we are.
Yeah, it had to shit the bed like, a minute before airtime.
That's usually when things happen here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So thank you, Windows, for updating my computer and botching this forever and on. So I may just have to back that out.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, we'll just do it Facebook-wise. Or I'll just...
Hi, Patty, how are you?
I'm not doing that.
I thought I would see you, Patty, this past weekend at Tom and Jerry's. I don't know why. I just thought I would, but I didn't. We were down there. Old School was down there for the first time in many moons for July 4th for the special show from 3 to 7, and we had a killer turnout. It was really cool, and it was a show that was put together within 5 days.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah,
it was nice though. I mean, I saw the pictures people posted. That was really cool.
I think it was an oversight. I don't think anybody canceled them. I think they realized, oh my God, we don't have a band. Last minute kind of.
Well, they owe you now.
We'll see what happens. Everybody enjoyed it. Hello, Anne Marie.
Hello.
Hopefully we'll see you this Friday night at Sweeney's Philly Special. It's in your neighborhood, I think.
I think that is her neighborhood.
Yep. On a sad note, one of our fans, Old School fans, will not probably. Well, I know she won't be. She won't be at the show at Sweeney's Friday night. Maybe she'll be there spiritually. One of our good fans, Ms. Benner, passed on kind of suddenly last week, and I sent out my condolences to her family and anybody who knew her. Michelle, she was a good friend of the band and just a fun person, and it was very sad and very sudden from what I understand. Mm-hmm. So the Old School family is mourning a loss in that area. It was just weird. I'm sure there'll be more information as time goes by for us to know what actually happened there. I do know she was in the hospital. So
yeah, she did in and out sick for a while.
Yeah,
I saw that she had gone in, but I did not know that happened.
Yeah, it's just weird, man. Just anyhow, I don't want to be a downer or anything like that.
No.
So yeah, July 4th. Speaking of downer. Strange stream of events going on across the country for this 4th that it was just bizarre, that whole shooting in Chicago in the Highland Park area. And that area is famous for a lot of movies. Risky Business was set there. Ferris Bueller's Day Off was set there. So it's kind of it's a famous area, a suburb of Chicago. And it was shocking to hear what went on. And this kid, just 21-year-old, he's not a kid, he's an adult. He's old enough to vote, and he's old enough to drink, but he's 21-year-old kid in my book.
Dumb.
And he just opened fire. And I was listening to some reports from the police, and a doctor was on the scene. And he said it was just horrific. And then in a semi-related situation, I came in from my show last night. We finished up at 7 o'clock. I think we got home around 8:30, my wife and I. And we were kind of just hanging out on the back deck, and then we watched fireworks here in our township from our deck. And when we came back in the house, there was all this talk in Philly of gunfire at the Parkway where they had at the art museum where they had the fireworks in Philadelphia. And I have a theory that somebody was maybe shooting their gun in the air, somewhere in the area, and the bullets came down.
That's what they were saying, yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense because, Philly, like, not far from there are a lot of neighborhoods. And, if somebody goes outside and shoots their gun off thinking they're, cool or something, the bullet comes down eventually. Idiot. So that's just kind of weird. Like, when I was growing up, and I'm an old dude, that 40 years ago I was 15. So, I used to go down to the Parkway in Philadelphia and watch fireworks. I went there a lot. I was thinking about all the different events I did on the Parkway growing up into my 20s and even in my 30s, going to see fireworks and for New Year's Eve, going down to the waterfront to watch fireworks at Penn's Landing. Really, nobody would ever have thought about a gun going off or anything like that. Like, it's a very strange time. But anyway.
Yeah,
Pat, we're having a little problem with Podbean. Pat Shoemaker.
Well, it's not Podbean. It's my freaking computer.
Well, it's still Podbean, but his computer, the PC that's utilized for connecting to Podbean, decided to do an update. So,
well, it updated last week and or earlier this week, I guess, or maybe I guess it was last week since we did the show, and of course, this is the second time it loaded a new driver that blew everything out.
That's what happens. They don't remember. Roger, I don't remember your nephew at M3, but you tell him I said hi. And by the way, I did print out a picture that you had asked me to do, and it did not come out well at all. It's not good, so it's not going to work out. I don't think I'm going to be able to send you that picture. I apologize for that. I don't have a photo stock in the house to do something like that. So we'll see what we can come up with. I don't know. Anyway. But anyway, that's my July 4th weird, strange things that happened. Why are we going 90 miles an hour on our feed over there?
I don't know. That was just me. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut we're not going to do Podbean. Can't do it.
That's a shame.
I'll try to figure it out. Let me do this. I'm going to take a picture of this board with the name and everything. I think I have it already, but what the hell?
It's an MG10XU.
Yeah, I got to remember that actually.
It's very specific.
But I want to see if I
might even have the driver disc somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. It's got a new dumbass driver, so I'll figure out what to do. We'll try again next time or one of these minutes when we have a minute. Come down and try it again.
I forgot to contact that place today. I was supposed to call somebody.
So, I'm going to do this now.
Okay.
Cool. So, if you want to... So, I had music to play, but that's moot, I guess, at this point.
Your computer's not working at all? You can't even play music?
It's not going to go through.
Oh, it doesn't even connect?
It won't connect to the thing.
Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah, it's...
What kind of music would you like?
I was just going to play the James Bond theme, since this is a James Bond related thing.
Let me see if I can find something that's not...
it doesn't matter.
It does matter, because they blip us out and then people can't hear us.
That's true. Let's pull this out. These are good mics.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
So now there's... See, that's the actual theme. Here we go. Let's try this one.
Right back. Dump this away.
Works. So anyway, we are going to do an experiment with alcohol. Wow, imagine that, we're doing an experiment with alcohol.
What do you guess? So what this is going to be a Vesper Martini. It's nice, first described in the book. My God.
Hey, Vinny.
Yeah. What the hell was the first James Bond? Casino Royale. So.
Well, the current with the now soon to be non-current James Bond.
Well, it was. Well, that was what the book was.
Sean
too.
Connery was the.
So.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just going to make sure I get this right. So, all right. So it's going to start with gin. So I know
I do have one question for the people listening. Can you hear the music as it's playing now? Because last week I think I had a problem with that. So if you hear the music, just let me know you can hear it. That'd be stellar. I'm sure you can hear the booze being poured, but
yeah.
No, he's not taking a whiz. He's pouring booze.
No, well, I might be doing both.
Well, that'll happen later.
All right, so it's going to be 3 ounces of gin.
So Vinny's saying he hears no music at all.
No, that's not fair.
which means that that's not going through. Let me turn it up a little. How about if I play this? Can you hear?
Good riddance.
You hear George Bush talking?
Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it.
He's saying touch it. Can you hear that? And if you can't hear that, then I have other issues going on here. Otherwise, we're just sitting here talking to a phone that's 5 miles away from us.
Yeah. I think I can do them both. Okay, so I'm going to do that again real quick. So, anyway, so he does do a vodka martini in the movies, but in reality, in the books anyway.
Okay, so the music is going through, Jim.
Okay, good. In the books, it is a gin, vodka, and a thing called Kinnet Lillet, which, I forget what the hell it is. But anyway, they don't make it anymore. It doesn't exist. So this is the next best thing.
Drugs and alcohol.
Yep. So I'll go over this after I get it all together.
Mixology is going on here.
Furiously pouring.
Listen to this. It sounds like we're in some kind of a special show.
Actually, now if I can do this without killing it.
This is very exciting. It's like I'm on the cooking channel or something.
Way too much in the way of electronics for me to show this more.
What's yours,
I'm not drunk.
Give me a minute. All right, here we go.
I did have copious amounts of alcohol yesterday because we were playing on a Monday afternoon. That was crazy, man. It was quite enjoyable. But then the snoring ensued, apparently.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
So I don't want to get to that point tonight.
All right. Yeah, let's not do that. Yep.
I saw Pat Schumacher
First one doesn't
yesterday.
count.
He was at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
show.
nice.
A lot of people there. A lot of people from the old Delco crowd, as you may recall, showed up down at Tom and Jerry's. That was really cool. It was really nice to see a lot of the people we haven't seen in a long time.
Take this.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna take this.
Yes.
All right. So
My
so what
rim
you're gonna
rubber?
do is you're gonna twist it and bend it up at the same time, and it should mist. You should see some oil come out, and then you're gonna rub it around the in and outside of the glass,
All right.
and you drop it in,
Drop it.
and there you go.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's really good.
That is really good. So anyway, so to recap, so again, in the movies it's a vodka martini. In the books,
It's the lemon scent that does it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so good.
it's Gordon's vodka, 3 ounces of Gordon's vodka, or 3 parts. 1 part of regular vodka. I couldn't find Gordon's vodka, so. And Lillet Blanc is made by the same company that used to make the stuff that went into the original one in the 60s that they don't make anymore. Now, what I did find out in my exhaustive research,
Hello, Kelly.
hey Kelly, is that, let me get this crap out of the way, I'm going to try it with a hit of bitters.
Okay.
It does mess with the color a little bit. But this is the original drink.
I didn't know it was that involved.
Yeah, the original drink has a little more quinine in it than that does. So, it's very citrusy. I like this.
That's good.
Yeah. So now we just have to teach every bar we go to how to do it.
Or we could just teach Frank and go visit him a lot.
Uh-huh. He may already know.
I bet he does. That's pretty good.
So, yeah, that's
Frank is one of the local bartenders that I go to in our fair city, King of Prussia. He resides at the Maggiano's restaurant over by King of Prussia Mall. And a lot of times when I'm not playing on a Friday night, that's where I'll end up. I'll end up there at that bar hanging out, which you might think Maggiano's bar, but it was rated in Philadelphia Magazine, I think, as the #1 hangout bar in King of Prussia, which is kind of weird because you would think Screwballs would be that place, which I think it is, but it's a different
different
demographic.
demo. Yeah, you're getting people from the mall there and the regulars too.
Yeah, it's a neat little environment. I shouldn't even have said anything. I don't ruin it.
Yeah,
Get overrun
fucking
because there's a
overrun.
very limited number of seats at that bar. But I have a lot of fun going there, and I know a lot of the people that hang out there, and we have a really good time. My wife and I, we go
Nice.
there. Yeah. This is a damn good drink,
I
Jim.
like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got skills.
Well, it did put me through college.
All right.
So we didn't do beer, so we did this instead. We don't want to, we don't want
A
to.
little more sophisticated.
Yeah, a little bit classier for a change. Can't get on the frickin'.
I was trying to be funny yesterday, so I had a glass of wine for the third set. So I was like, "Hey, give me a glass of wine." Everybody was laughing. It wasn't good wine.
What did you get?
It was some red. I wanted a Chianti or something of like, dry, and I don't know what I got. It was not good. It was like sweet. And I don't know. I didn't care for it. It wasn't good. But the show was good, and we had a lot of fun playing it. And I want to give a shout out to Dylan, the guy who did sound down at Tom and Jerry's. He did a bang up job. Just a really good person, easy to get along with. Just wow, what a good guy, and it made the show a lot of fun to do, having him behind the board. So thank you, Dylan. Great job again. And yeah, we had a merch table yesterday for the first time, which was kind of cool.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Who was running that?
We had our friend Ed manning
Nice.
the table, so we had shot glasses and drumsticks and T-shirts for sale. Had a little sign on it with the big old school logo. It looked really cool. It was
Very nice.
it looked almost legit.
You just need a shower curtain.
We just needed a little, bimbo in a bikini, and it would have been totally legit.
I had shit to do. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, man.
Wow. Anyway, so there was that, and Friday night the band Old School played at Screwballs, and it's I know it's like all I talk about is Old School, but it's pretty much
It was
a lot.
fun.
We played Friday night, and that was a killer show. A lot of people hanging out. Wasn't happy when I watched the playback of some of the stuff I did during the third set, playing wise.
What did you do?
Just a little too busy on the guitar, a little too busy. Should have slowed down and smelled the roses a little bit.
Gotcha.
So I was overplaying a little bit, and I found it unattractive musically, a little hammy.
That's all right.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And again, another show with a lot of people. You're seeing people you hadn't seen in a while, and it was just like a high school reunion weekend musically, running into people and talking to them, and great conversations and great music and lots of fun, and just a lot of camaraderie, and it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Yeah. And it's great because Mike, our drummer, he brings a lot of the equipment for the band at this point, most of the PA equipment, and he uses an old vehicle. I won't go into too much detail because I guess I should probably say what it is, but in any case, it's got a 460 Ford engine in it, and
It's a beast.
he just got it restored, and it's just a monster, and it's so cool. So you're doing an update, I see over there.
I'm trying to run an update.
That's
Yep.
cool. Yeah, so anyway, it's cool. So he has side pipes and all this stuff. See, now people know what to look for.
Really?
Yes, like a Corvette.
Oh, nice.
Like a 70s Corvette.
Zoomies on it.
It's crazy. And it's not as loud as I thought it would be. I thought it would be really obnoxious. It actually sounds just nice and healthy. And I ran my Mustang this weekend. I drove it down to Middletown, Delaware on July 3rd. And she just had a whole bunch of work done to her, and she ran like a champ, and I'm really happy. And today, if you're into cars, specifically, I guess Mustangs, I bought what are called camber plates. They go on the front of the car, above the strut towers, and they allow you to dial it in a little bit. And I'm looking forward to getting those installed. And not to mention they look good, so that's good eye candy. Yeah, so Pat's writing about that there was a rat rod in the lot. While we were playing Don't Tell Me You Love Me. And the guy decided to start it up, and he had open pipes.
Oh, nice.
So at one point during the song, we could barely hear what we were playing, and it caused a lot of issues. Everything was just falling apart. We somehow got through the song. I don't know. It was just weird. And I feel like there was a motorcycle starting at the same time. It's like, why not just like everybody start your loud
You should have
things?
played Panama.
I think Mike actually played that. He had new bass drum pedals, and he was playing that at the beginning of the night.
Nice.
That was pretty cool.
All right. Well, that didn't work. I
I'll tell you what else was cool.
fucking quit. Okay, there it is.
Nope, I didn't have to set up a PA.
Oh?
Didn't have to set up lights. And I say I mean we. I got to come in, put my amp down, set
So
my
they had
guitars up,
everything
tune
started
up,
ready to go.
and go.
Nice.
Not
That's the way it's got to be.
not a problem, not a worry. I relaxed. That's what I need.
Mhm.
I need that for shows. Not all this last minute Larry nonsense. And you're worried about getting your equipment set up, your guitars and your own personal stuff. But then you're also worried about everything else that's getting set up. And it's a real downer, man. And people are always like, why is he so mad? Why is he always so angry? I literally sometimes get about a minute and a half before the band goes on to get my head together. And if you play, you understand what I'm saying when I say that you need a little bit more than a minute. You need to dial in. You need to take a look at that set list. What's coming up? What am I doing? Okay, I need this guitar for that song. I need that. Yes, I remember that I want to do this on that. There's certain things that a mental checklist that you go through as a player, at least I do, especially when we don't play the same set list every single time. It's a variation on a theme. I like to know where I'm going and what I have to be prepared for. And then on top of that, when I'm 90% of the time, I have the soundboard next to me, so I have to make sure the levels are okay. And this guy's not louder than that guy. And that guy can hear himself. And this guy's complaining about the bass
felt
drum.
bad about that. Sorry about that. It was a little low, and that screw wells. I couldn't even shaky.
Well, the mains weren't up.
Ah.
And then the bass was gutting through the system.
Mm. Well, Mark was really high, too.
Well, and then he was trying to talk to me in the middle of a song.
Of course. Well, that's what you do, right?
So that wasn't good. Because all I'm saying is sitting there saying, what? I can't hear you. There's 3 guitars and drums going.
Mm.
So, it's just... But for those that are there and they see the frustration on Paulie's face, that's what happens at a gig. And, a lot of times we're loading in and it's 85 degrees outside and you're sweating and you're tired and you basically, in my case, I've just worked a full day at a regular job and now I'm standing here loading gear in and doing all that and aggravated doubly at that point. So if I'm ever a little pissy, that's why.
Mm.
It's nothing personal. It's if you had come yesterday, you would see what I normally would be like at a gig when I don't have those worries. I was just having a good time.
Yeah, it's a lot better when you don't have to do all that setup.
Relaxing and...
It's a lot of work. I mean, I've helped you just carry shit, and sometimes towards the end of the night, I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck.
It does.
I've been drinking. It's late. I've been up.
You just
since
want to go
5
home.
o'clock. Yeah.
And then the one time you and I did that, and we ended up getting a flat tire on the way home.
Well, I think we had a flat tire before we left.
It was getting there. So Jim and I played a place, and he went with me, and in my car was gear from a gig the night before. So the place we had played, this place that time had a PA, but I had a full load of gear in the car. When I say full, I mean everything in the kitchen sink was in the back of my car. So we were driving about 8 minutes. We're on the turnpike, the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Oh God, yeah.
And all of a sudden we hear fadit, and we're like, yeah, one of the tires is down. So we managed to get the car off the highway, got on to an exit, and we pulled into, I think it was an In-N-Out burger, or I don't know what it was. It was Sonic. It was a Sonic. It was closed at the time. We pulled in the back of it. And to get to the spare tire, we literally had to go through an ordeal. We had to unload half of the car to get to the spare because all the stuff was
in a parking lot.
In a parking lot.
Middle of the night.
In the middle of the night. It's now 3:30 in the morning, I think, because we played till 2 o'clock there.
Yep.
So there we are with 2/3 of a PA system in the parking lot, guitars unpacked, a half stack for my guitar there, some lighting rigs, all laid out in the middle of this parking lot. I mean, like if the cops had pulled up, Look, I don't even know what they would have said. They probably would have thought we just robbed somebody and we were two drunk
I
bastards.
think at some point they would have just been, you guys sad and pathetic. We'll just let you go.
One would hope
Just
so.
don't come back.
Because we were on private property.
Yep.
It was a whole thing. And then we drove home on a donut.
Was that a donut?
It was a donut.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh, that was something.
All right, I'm done looking for this driver.
That was the one for the books, though. I don't know where the disc is, otherwise I'd hand it to you. I think it's in the mixing bag in the other room.
All right, if you find it, let me know. Try to figure that out.
I'm sure it's...
Otherwise, we're in trouble next time, too.
Well, next week I'm thinking about rescheduling that blood work again for next week that I keep getting screwed up on.
Or I just go out and find another mixing board or something. I don't know.
Well, you'd want to find one with at least all that kind of stuff on it, right?
Yeah.
So you can just... And now!
Yep.
I mean, you can't do that if you don't have it.
Shit. It's just the driver for that is not loading. I loaded what is supposedly the real one, and it won't. And I tried doing it. No, it won't do that.
It's probably on the disc.
It probably is. It probably updated it to a new driver that isn't working, and that's why it's a problem. It was acting wonky before, and then all of a sudden, like, it could be we turn it off and turn it on, it comes back on. I don't want to.
Sometimes when you power down your computer, that's all it takes.
Yeah, and that's what I did, and that's why we were on late, and shit. So, anyway, that's what that is. All right, well, I'm going to down here now that I got all this alcohol. I still have alcohol all over the place. I don't know what the hell to do with all this. It's a mess.
Okay.
Let me know if you want another one.
No, this is going to be plenty.
So I'm going to show you something I found.
Honestly.
It's a little shitty, and I'm a little annoyed by that, but this is something from 1978 that...
Oh, wow.
It's a little dodgy, but...
Where did you meet him?
I didn't. I sent away to it. I got a picture when I was a kid. I sent away to 20th Century Fox and asked for a picture of Anthony Daniels. And that's what I got.
That's cool.
I was rooting through a box today and I found that.
That is really cool.
A friend of mine had the same thing. We did it at the same time and he got his. We were
Got
like
his say to Jimmy too?
No. His said,
hey, wait a minute.
His said, now you see me, now you don't. And I'm like, why is yours different? And he's like, well, I told him I didn't know what he looked like.
That's neat.
And I was like, wow, he actually does it himself. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Well, then again, remember, this was when Star Wars was the shit B sci-fi movie from 20th Century Fox that year.
Mm-hmm.
Remember what the A-list movie was from 20th Century Fox in 77?
Oh, I watched so many Star Wars things, I remember hearing it.
Damnation Alley.
Oof.
Yeah, I read the book. The book's actually not bad. The short story's even better. That's what I downloaded. It didn't work.
Okay.
Like, God hates me.
No,
But,
I just think he's playing with you.
Pretty much. I am his cartoon. So you want me to do this thing too, by the way. Go through that real quick, what I was bitching about earlier.
Sure. How about it?
All right. So...
Do you need some music or something?
No. Unless you got any SOD?
No.
So I was at Walmart over the weekend. Had to get some, junk.
What windows are you on there, 10?
10, yeah.
Okay.
I got the Sandberg one. I just have to do more. I don't want to keep messing with it now. So I was down there, and there was a guy who had a mask on. Like, look, man, I'm not talking. I don't care if you wear a mask or not, or what you think about it. I really don't give a rat's ass. But if you're gonna wear the thing, I think it's pretty obvious. It goes on like this.
Yeah. Well, otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah. Now I see it like this all the time.
Yeah, that does nothing.
I want to kick those people in whatever private parts they might own.
Like I've said before,
It's just so annoying.
that's like putting a condom on your ball sack and
Yeah.
expecting that you're not going to get somebody
or
pregnant.
put it on afterwards. So this, you do this, you're a douche. You're just inconveniencing yourself, and you're a moron. This is what I saw at Walmart.
Nice.
And the guy had a really huge beard.
Sure.
But really, it was just like...
The beard was filtering everything out.
It was like this. I mean, it was just...
Oh, my.
And I'm like, look, man, like...
You can't fix stupid, man.
Again, I'm not
Just
gonna...
don't wear it
I'm
at
not
that
making a
point.
political statement, but...
No, just don't wear it.
If this is the worst thing that's ever happened to you, God bless you. If you think this is horrifying, Google the Holocaust and see what comes up. World War II, anything like that. But like when, like my wife breathes, she wears one at
But
work.
clear, was he worker there? Or
No.
So he felt he needed to have it.
He was buying, but I mean, it was like this. I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't do anything.
It's not helping you,
And
sir.
it's like, dude,
From whatever it is you think you're trying to shield yourself from.
yeah, it's like, well, it's two things, America. This doesn't help you from getting it at all. And that's where I think Americans get messed up, because we're very selfish. This prevents you from spreading it. So when you're wearing this at a party or, a funeral or the Pope's, whatever, and you're like, "Achoo!" You're a douchebag. Do not take the mask off to sneeze. I know it's gross. Go somewhere and fix it. Or, don't wear
Get a
it.
tissue.
Just don't wear it. It's not mandatory.
Hmm.
So I don't wear one anymore because I'm vaccinated and I honestly don't give a shit anymore. But if I was going to put this thing on, I'm not going to wear it like it's a pair of underwear that I'm just like, I'm really drunk and really horny and I got messed up and I put some chick's panties on my face. I just don't think this is going to help anybody. And I just think this is inconvenient. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't. No, that doesn't look good either.
It looks a little tough. I think this.
I think you might have saved your one eye.
Yeah.
If you covered both your eyes, you wouldn't see the people that are putting on one.
Well,
and then
I mean, if you really want to protect yourself, you wear it like this.
Yeah.
But, so
they have the full screen masks, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, we had to wear them when I used to wear a particle size.
When I go to the doctor, sometimes they're wearing those.
Oh, I had to ask Bree to steal a surgical mask for me because I had to go to the doctor the other day and they don't like those.
No, they want.
They want a surgical mask. Yeah, they want something that's like whatever. It's like
I'm gonna send you a drive.
I did the math. But,
I sent you.
Oh, I gotta log into shit then.
I sent you this one. It's probably like the Doomsday Machine.
Disney? I just logged into.
Here it is. It is from WinZip.
Oh man, I'm gonna get a virus, aren't I?
Probably.
All right.
Buyer beware,
Yeah. Oh, so I always am doing something completely stupid
when it freezes.
whenever you do the thumbnail. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't create the thumbnail.
I know. That's not your fault.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? What did you send me?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. Like I said, if your system takes a shit, I bear no responsibility.
I'm not clicking on this. This is WinZip.
Oh, now the thing just jumped to the. What is going on here? Uh-oh. There it goes.
That's you, huh?
Yeah, it's just going a little wonky.
Yeah, that's WinZip. I'll do some research and look around, and I'll back out the drivers I have. So, God, damn it!
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yes, my son.
pissed. Ugh.
So this is the thing that really stinks about this is nobody's calling in.
I know.
I can call
sucks.
them.
Yeah.
I could call Pat if he wanted to be on the radio show.
Oh, I always love to have Pat on the show.
Yeah.
What other notes did I take? What are they bitching about this week? Oh, yeah, I got more shit to bitch about. You want another one of those?
No, I do not.
Damn you.
I told you I had a rough night last night.
Oh, right.
I came home and drank more. And I watched the fireworks from the hot tub.
Yes, Pat, I get pissy.
He was talking about me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we both get pissy.
Yeah. Easy there, fella.
Oh, that was horrible.
Okay. Let me try the bitters, man.
Try bitters?
Yeah.
Just a dash of bitters?
Surely.
Little dash.
Nice.
I kind of liked it without it. I thought it was a little fresher.
Okay.
So,
I'll let you know.
But, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to have some of this.
All right.
Get shit.
So I just got another show for Instinct.
Yeah,
We're playing it in October. We're going to do a benefit for autism.
Ooh.
I'll be posting some stuff about that soon. It's thanks to my friend C.T. McManus
Thank you.
and the Rock and Roll Union podcast, which airs Tuesday nights somewhere at 7 o'clock. I'm not sure exactly the links for that. I screw it up every time. And of course, you know, we have this big show coming up in September with Instinct, Rat Rod,
Sorry.
Monte Carlo, and of course, Sick Vicky, because it's Sick Vicky's reunion show. So we have that coming up, and we're looking forward to playing that. And that's going to be at the Union Fire Hall, which is actually not a fire station. It's a former fire station. And that's going to be a night of reunions and original rock, and it's going to be a pretty fun night, I think. I got my tickets in the mail this weekend, and what that means is I have tickets available for sale. I believe they're like $15. So if you would like a ticket, feel free to write me either at instinctrock@hotmail.com, or you can contact me on Facebook through my messenger, and we'll figure something out. Maybe you can meet me at an old school show or something, and I can give you a ticket for $15, because apparently everyone I give away, I apparently owe somebody money.
Yes.
So don't want to run into owing money for something, but in any event, I do have the tickets, and they're on my page. You can see the picture of them. They're pretty cool.
I saw it. I was very excited.
So,
When is that?
That's September 23rd, I believe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, why
Take
is
a
it?
peek.
Why is it still playing? I don't want to see this play.
I'm sorry, man.
I make the weirdest faces. Stop! Damn it! It won't stop.
I don't know what to tell you.
I quit. I'm out.
And I saw that George Lynch is coming to Lancaster. I think we talked about it briefly last week. He's coming to Lynch and his band are coming to Lancaster to a place called the Music Box. And they're going to be there on July 23rd. And I'm thinking about going. I was talking to my son about it. And general admission tickets are like $25.
I saw the boy last night.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, you saw him at the fireworks.
Him and Abby were coming back. Yeah, we crossed the street together, and it was like, we bonded over our shared survival.
Yeah. Nobody shot at you.
No, I mean we tried to time it just right, but
Better without.
the two cars. Yeah, I like it without.
Oh,
The
well.
two cars, like one guy who had the right of way, kind of like didn't know he had the right of way and didn't know what to do, and the other guy charged out, and we were in the middle of the road, like we're gonna die. But
And they were on the longboards.
no, they were walking, and David's like, "That's why I just keep walking." I'm like, "Well said, sir." We just kept going. So,
Yeah, so it is September 23rd. Starts 7 p.m.
gotcha.
Union Firehouse in Mount Holly,
Nice.
New Jersey. Sick Vicky 30th anniversary reunion show. And the tickets are numbered, so they are collectible
Sweet.
to somebody. Mostly if you're in Europe or Japan.
Yes.
Huh.
I just can play it through them. It's terrifying.
It worked.
Ugh.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me again.
This is not fair.
I know. Well, we could do an audio out.
I'll figure
Do
it
an
out.
audio
I'll
line
figure-
out?
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
I can give you an audio line, give you a spot on the board if you want.
Yeah, we'll do it later. That's fine.
It'd take 2 seconds.
Well, we can do it no, I don't have anything. No, we have to do a sound check if we do that.
No, we don't.
Okay.
Let's see. My little box.
Fucking Windows, man. Just because chicks didn't want to bang Bill Gates, it's not my fault.
It's not what he told me.
Well, I wasn't there.
Plug that into your
Get
audio out.
All right.
Try that. It wasn't. Let's see what you got.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Oh, look.
See?
Assholes.
There you go.
Just like old times.
Do you have any idea how many STDs I could have?
This could save us money.
Could save us a lot of money.
Yeah.
And get us better insurance.
Oh. Nice.
That was bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
When we went, David, Abby, Bree, and I, we didn't go together, but we were at the same place. We were at this little knoll. If you go,
David told me it was like a grassy knoll.
yeah, you go-
Literally.
it's those
Across the
the
street.
townhouses across the street near Bob Case Park. We've been going there for years. You okay?
I might need to put something in there
Oh.
to lighten it up a little bit.
Oh. I can put some more wine in it.
Nah.
Okay.
Maybe
But,
like some
But we were over there, and
Quarters.
something came to mind, and this was something that, again, I'm not trying to like this like a theme, but something that always weirded me out. It used to not happen. So we're sitting there, and your favorite people that live next to Paul the Elder, not Pugsley, not the Addams family, the other side.
Oh.
Right?
I like those people.
You like them, but there's 1.5 million of them.
Sometimes.
Well, they were all there.
Okay.
All of them. All 111 billion of them.
Well, they all live in King of Prussia, though.
Yes.
They're not just all living in that house.
I'm not totally sure that's correct, but okay. But they were all there, and they were, and of course, when you go anywhere public in a shared space,
Mm-hmm.
the best thing you can do is bring a fucking ball and start kicking it around. So we just went up there. We're very low tech people. We're not very, we're cool. Just walked up and sat on the grass.
Mm-hmm.
We were sitting there, and we saw the kid kicking a soccer ball back and forth. So we're like, all right, let's just go. So we walked a little bit away, and we sat down where it was clear and weren't in his way, and he wasn't going to get murdered by me for doing anything stupid.
And this is all at the grassy knoll.
This is all in the grassy knoll. So, of course, the guy eventually the ball comes wandering over and almost hits Bree in the face. Twice. Both
Good
times. Both times, I'm like,
Strategic.
and I'm just like sitting there like, I'll fucking end you, man. But like, I actually did at one point say, oh, I missed that one. I'm like, yeah, did you? Can you not? Like, the second time. I'm not a total douchebag, but eventually I think that I have to be.
Mm.
And I'm like, can you please not kick this into our face? Now let me
How about your feet?
let me digress a little bit. When we used to have a membership at the YMCA, when Bree worked there, and we lived at the old house, we used to take Caitlin to the pool. So we went to the pool one day, and I don't know why in a public pool you feel the sexual need to have a catch with a football, a tennis ball, a Nerf ball, whatever, in 98% of the pool. Like, why you have to be at the length of the pool and get pissed off if anybody's in your way as you're having a catch? It's like, this is a public pool, dick.
What does that do with sex?
Because I'm sure everything's about getting laid. Look at me, I landed on my back and caught the ball. Ladies, look at me. That's what it's all about, I assume.
Mm.
But we were at the indoor pool one time, and I'm like, playing with Caitlin, and she was a little kid. These kids are throwing a tennis ball against the wall. One of them wails it against the side where the tiles are under the coping. Ball comes up, it hits right next to me, wangs off, hits me in the eye. Now you know me. I wanted to murder this kid. And I looked up, there was a lifeguard right there, like right next to me. And I looked up at him and he did nothing. I'm like, really? Now, oddly enough, Caitlin works there. A little bit. So, I went over to I knew who the aquatics director was. I'm like, do you guys allow people to play in the pool? She goes, no. I'm like, do you see the shiner that's developing in my eye?
Mm.
Like, so that kind of shit bugs me. And not just because of that. It's just, I think it's just a douchebag move. We went to the
It's
beach.
definitely not cool. I mean, I know when I was a kid, the pools that I went to, they were strict.
Yeah.
They were very strict.
Dude, we had a pool when I was growing up, and I was a bitch about it. But like, don't mind me. I'm just gonna do something. But
Once again,
we I don't know, man. It's just like.
well, I think things are changed. I mean, there's a lot of things today.
But have you been to the beach lately?
No, I haven't been to the beach in probably like 5 or 6 years.
You go to the beach, there's always somebody, and they usually fly in a Giants flag. They go to the beach, and like I'll go to the beach and nobody's around. I find a spot, because I hate fucking people. So I go to a spot where there's nobody around. I sit down and I'm like, okay. And then like these people from New York show up, 170 of them. They have a tent and a pavilion.
Well, I saw
flags.
the last time I was at the beach. I was in Delaware, Rehoboth, I think I was at. think that's where I was. And there was
Was it really boring?
Of course, it was boring.
As Rehoboth.
I don't like going to the beach in general.
No, it was boring as Rehoboth.
But there were these tent structures set up, like it was like a complex, and there was like it was crazy. A lot going on. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. And
when I was a kid, you had a towel.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah, a towel. Or like if your parents were really crazy. My dad had like an old army blanket he threw down for all of us.
Yeah.
But I remember going to the beach when I was I think I was in college, and my friend Mike decided he was gonna, let's play frisbee on the beach. Chicks dig that. That's what he literally told me.
Yeah.
Sorry,
so Doris Marie Platt is asking if we got to see the Norristown fireworks. Well,
no,
I was playing till 7 o'clock, and then when I got home, I watched the Upper Merion fireworks. They didn't ask the band to play in Norristown this year, so that kind of,
they haven't for a while.
put the stymie.
That's ridiculous. Redonkulous. What is the word I'm looking for?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It'd be nice if Upper Merion or Norristown they were interested, but
Jessica said?
we're the pariahs of rock and roll.
Yeah, you guys should have played. You guys, God, sorry, Metal Ice. Sorry, you guys really need to play the Upper Merion.
I heard the band this year was very good, though.
They were good. The little bit I heard, they were pretty good.
I heard from a number of people they were very good.
Yeah. That's how you make these,
I'll take another slice of that.
Slice?
Maybe even a little bit of lemon juice.
Maybe a
And
slice.
squeeze the lemon.
You can squeeze the lemon.
So I ran into Lisa Zeller today. She was down at Tom and Jerry's watching the band. And I ran into her today. I stopped over at Walmart, of all places, to get R134A for my Mustang because I was trying to recharge my system on my 2002 Mustang.
This is going to mess us up.
Fairly convinced now that I have a leak in the system that's irreparably damaged and I need a new line.
This was a bad thing to do.
It's all relative, Jim.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Don't say relative. My relatives are monsters. This will be...
The lemon smells kick-ass.
Bad things will happen.
She said they had 5 fireballs. I'm not sure exactly.
That's horrifying.
So they had fireball drinks or they had fireballs?
I'm assuming drinks because if there's only 5 fireballs, that was a lame show.
Yeah.
Why do people drink that shit? I don't like that.
It was fun for a minute.
Yeah, like literally one time.
It's
I'm not being a dick about it. I got last time I did somebody made me drink that stuff. I got sick. Like it's sweet stuff does not do good things to alcoholics.
I have the Fireball shirt when they were sort of sponsored the band at one point.
Yeah, I mean if you can do that shit, like damn, you're my hero and
Still
stuff.
have one of those upstairs somewhere.
But I can't do that. What? Nah, my computer sucks.
It did a weird update on you there, son.
It did a Microsoft update.
Shauna Sylvester, we are good. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Sorry for the delay. It's about a 45-second delay, I think, between when you type and we see it and then you hear it. But we're doing well. Thanks for tuning in.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We may just do this the cheap way from now on.
Whatever works, man.
I think it's going to work. I think this isn't going to work. But
I mean, you could probably take this and upload the audio to Podbean.
Yeah, I can do that.
I don't know. We don't even have that buzzing sound going on. Not once.
Because we had new...
Shauna, what brings you to the P word? What brings you to watching and listening to our show of nothing? I could actually call you and put you on the show if you want. Anybody who's typing in the comments, if you'd like to be on, I could just call you and group chat you into the show through messenger chat, the whatever it is, the video call or whatever it's called, audio call. So let me know if you'd like to be on.
You know what Daddy likes.
Maybe you have something to share.
Yeah, I'm sure more than we do because...
Are you sure, Private Pile?
I don't know, but I think that if they want to listen in, they or talk. That's their.
So by the way, I mean, have you seen what did we think about our ice cream truck this summer?
I didn't see any ice cream trucks.
You won't until September.
I don't understand. What are you getting at here?
Have you ever seen our ice cream truck?
No.
Hey man, fuck you. No, you ever hear La Cucaracha playing outside?
Nope.
For no reason?
Mm-mm.
So
what I hear is Pete setting off his horn and screaming a lot.
Yeah, that happened a lot yesterday. Our ice cream truck, I don't want to eat from it. This theme song of our ice cream truck is La Cucaracha. You know what that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what it means. But you know what it means.
No.
La Cucaracha is the cockroach.
Oh, nice.
So I'm not sure I want to eat something from that, but they're not around all summer long. They show up sometime around September. If we're lucky, last week of August.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
No.
And the guy stops every 100 feet to pause.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? That's why kids are fat. You gotta make them chase the damn ice cream truck, for Christ's sake.
When I first moved here, we had the windows open, and the truck was coming past, and I made a kid's voice, and I was screaming, "Ice cream!" I was losing my shit, and this truck stopped, and he was waiting.
Oh,
That was mean.
yeah, you dick. Yeah, I mean it's bad. Like they stop. He stops. I'm like, at least make the kids work for it.
You owe me for one jelly donut.
But what was like, it? Oh my God, this is weird. This is stupid minutia, but still.
Yeah.
So, my favorite ice cream from the ice cream truck was something they never had. They had like once a year, maybe. Was a toasted almond bar.
That was good humor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. You don't see. There's no good humor anymore.
No.
We were just talking about that the other day. So I was somewhere and somebody opened a door to something. Mike was opening the door of one of his vehicle,
Mhm.
and it made that clunk. Do you remember the clunk of the door on the Good Humor truck? It was like an old refrigerator.
Yeah.
And I said, "Wow, that takes me back." And Nancy looked at me and she goes, "I don't know what you're talking about," because they didn't have Good Humor trucks where she lived. They didn't even have trucks. I mean, like they lived out in the middle of
It's
nowhere.
almost like Charlie Chips.
Yeah.
You remember those
yeah.
guys, right? Yeah. Okay.
Sean is asking if I played in a band years ago at Reed's. Well, I play in Old School, and Old School has played. We played Reed's.
You did Reeds? When did you play Reeds?
Probably 7-8 years ago. We played Reed's. They opened.
Where the hell was I?
They reopened. You weren't living here.
I was living here 7 years ago.
Well, maybe it was 9 years ago.
More like 12.
I don't know. We played there.
God damn
They
it.
were open. They closed right after we played there.
You bastard.
Go figure out the odds.
Yeah, let's not think about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that was a good time. That was one of the first times I had IPAs. It was when I first started getting into IPAs. So that night I had too many IPAs.
How much did you vomit?
I didn't. But I drank it like I was drinking, like Miller or something, and I was piss faced.
Yeah, I like last week we did night.
Let's put it this way: Terry and Russell, I think, were in the band.
Mm.
That's how long ago it was.
I have to say I have so much respect for Terry, but even more now.
Okay.
She does not like IPAs.
No, she does not.
And I'm down with that. That's awesome. I'm not a fan, man. I just remember when Victory up in where the hell on the main line came out with IPA like Hop Devil. And my brother-in-law was like, "Oh my God, I love that stuff. It's awesome." And I'm like, I'm gonna beat your ass. That stuff's nasty. I don't know what it is. It's like it's like Scottish food. They did it on a dare.
I know there's some of that that I like.
Some where it's not insanely resiny.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a little hoppy, that's fine. If it's refreshing, that's fine. But like the stuff we had last week, God help us. I know a lot
I
of
liked
people
it. That was good.
It was okay, but
I liked it.
it was a little heavy on the resin.
I liked it.
It was
So there.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. And I have a,
Beat your
at
ass,
this
man.
point in my life, I have a love-hate relationship with most IPAs. I have to be in the mood for it. It's certainly not going to go well with steak.
No.
No.
Well, you're like IPA. Like you're not like. God, that sounds weird.
Depending on the food I'm eating, I want a dry beer, like a German style beer when I'm having a steak or something like that, But at the same time, I'd actually prefer maybe a really dry glass of wine or a dry dirty martini.
So next week I'm going to bring a bottle of wine.
Well, I table that because if I can make an appointment, I won't.
But
be
if
able
you
to-
don't, what I'm saying, well, we should do that. You like, okay, what kind of wine do you like? You dry, red,
yes.
so like something like a Cabernet.
Or
is that too dry?
No, the drier the better. I don't want it to have
Okay.
any sweetness at all. I
Okay.
can't stand that. I
can
think
see
that's
that.
because when I was a kid,
Dad
we'd break
saw
into
you drinking wine,
we
made
used
you
to
drink
break
the
into the
whole
liquor.
bottle?
We'd break into the liquor cabinet and we would drink the Manischewitz or whatever was in there.
That's not good wine. That's not real wine.
No, it's not. But it ruined my taste buds.
What is the deal with that?
I don't know.
You're Jewish? What the hell?
Oh, so I'm in the Jewish booze business?
Apparently, yeah. Don't do that to me.
You just did it.
I didn't. I'm
You
just saying.
did.
What? No, my parents were what the hell? Italian and Polish. We didn't have Manischewitz. We had other shit.
We barely had booze in the house. Nobody drank until my grandfather moved in.
Oh wow.
My grandfather moved in 1979. I was 11 or something. And my parents didn't really have any booze in my house. There was no booze. It was there were a couple of bottles of Manischewitz or whatever. My dad might have had a bottle of something for when friends came over. My grandfather brought like a bar with him.
Well, have you ever watched that '70s show?
Yeah.
My dad's Red Foreman
I can believe that.
and had the whole bar and all that stuff. Yeah. So, but I don't know, man. It's I've never had Manischewitz. I wonder what it's like.
Oh, that's what you're asking.
Yeah. I'm not being
it
racist.
tastes
Not
it tastes like
racist.
grape juice with an edge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is
It
it?
literally tastes like grape juice with an edge.
Oh, that's vile. I mean, it wasn't.
It's super,
It wasn't
super
until I was
sweet.
like 25. I even had
Like-
I was at work and I don't know when the hell do you eat matzah? Passover.
Yeah,
So
you can have it anytime you want, but that's
No, I know,
what
but I mean,
typically would.
so they were serving it, and I was like, and they were like, and I was like, can I try some? That's horrifying.
Yeah, it's flavorless. It's flour and water and
I would not say flavorless. Flavorless on a number line is at zero.
Cardboard's about the
negative.
same.
No, it sucked the flavor off my tongue.
Mm-hmm. And well, they have salted and unsalted too.
Wow, I don't know what the hell it was. It was awful.
So when I was growing up, my mom would make fried matzah.
Mm-hmm.
So you take the matzah and you soak it in water, and then you put it in an egg bath, and you crush it all up, and then you make these like egg yolk.
How the hell do you crush it after it was in an egg bath?
No, you crush it after it's in the water, then you put it in the egg bath.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I screwed up the
All right, sorry.
order of things, and then it's awesome. It's great.
Want anything fried?
So good. You cook it in a pan with a little bit of butter.
I don't know. I mean,
That I like.
that actually sounds
Yeah,
good.
that's good.
But matzah has no flavor.
No flavor. So
And I know because I did a comic strip in high school called Matzah Dog. Actually, wait, that was something else. But he was a character. But then I had matzah, and I'm like, oh, I need to rethink this. This is horrible. The hell?
Thank you, Shauna. That's very nice of you to say.
What did she say?
She likes my guitar playing.
He is awesome.
I told her she's too kind.
No, he's good. He's awesome. He's my favorite guitar player.
Well, I like Eddie Van Halen.
Well, it's like when you and I met.
Yeah,
Kind of.
I remember.
Um,
Pepperidge Farm, remember?
we met twice. You don't remember the first time.
Nope.
Drunken
I
bastard.
just remember Halloween.
Halloween we met. And then you came over. I got a pizza, and you came up and were talking to me when I came back, and you're like, "We're gonna hang out." I'm like, "Yes, we do." But that's when you said you were in a band. I'm like, "Oh, what band?" You're like, "Old School." I'm like, "I know those guys are awesome." And you're like, "Wait, you saw us?" I was, "Yeah, you guys are good." And like, look, dude. I have no talent with that. I probably do genetically because my kid really does, but I'm just super lazy. But like, did you sneeze all over the board?
No, I think my drink spilled when I
Right.
did the lemon.
It's terrifying. But I wander around, since forever, like listening to bands, and like you guys were amazing compared to like whatever the hell else was out there. If you want to be a dick about it, I mean,
You mean compared to Spinal Tap?
no, it's one of those things like when people are like, oh, well, you gonna compare them to like, no, fuck you. The bands I've seen live, you guys kick the shit out of it.
Sometimes we do, and sometimes we don't. I mean,
Everybody's like that, but you guys,
there are bands that I could take you to see that would probably skew your point of view
No.
a little bit.
I'm not like some little virgin guy. I've never seen this shit.
But you've never seen. Have you ever seen Musician Impossible?
No.
And I'm being honest. They're friends of mine. That band is unbelievable.
But I used to travel down South Street to see bands, and I never went to the places like you went. Like all the places you went, I knew about.
Oh, you're saying the original music world.
Like the Empire, places
Yeah.
like that. I could not get people to go there. They're like, oh my God, we're from the suburbs. We'll die. It's like, Jesus Christ. So like I wound up just like the closest I could get anybody I knew to go was South Street, which wasn't the metal scene back then. But
I had friends that played down on South Street.
yeah, a lot of bands played down there, and I would
They were
go
like
see
Philly
them.
rock bands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I would go see them. Like I remember Strange as Angels played. I remember I saw them up at
They were a
Killington.
great band.
They were awesome. I remember we went up to Killington to ski one year, and they were playing at the Wobbly Barn, and we were driving up the access road to our hotel or condo or whatever the hell we had.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked over at the Wobbly Barn, and they have this huge sign like around the side of the building, and I'm like, and they're like, wow, like Strange as Angels is here.
They were very popular.
And they're like, well, who the hell are they? I'm like, we're going tonight. You'll see. And I had seen them down in Philly a couple of times. And I remember they broke for a set, and they came over to the bar to get a drink, and I went over, I'm like, guys, I can't wait till you're back in Philly. And they're like, are you from Philly? I'm like, I'm not from Philly. I'm from the suburbs. Nice to meet you guys. But it was like those guys, they did it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
They liked to ski, so they went up to Killington. They got a place. They booked a gig. At night they played. In daytime they skied.
Sure. Why
And
not?
I was just like,
Hey, listen, man.
teach me.
If I was playing down the shore,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be on the beach and on the boardwalk in the daytime and playing at night.
And down at the Hurricane.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah. It's
It was a different world back then, though.
yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
It was a different. It was different, and I was talking to Terry and Russ, and they were saying like I make it sound like they said I sound like an old crabby fuddy duddy when I talk about the music scene. What they said is I sound like Gene Simmons, and I didn't even notice Billy Noble was on. I don't mean to sound
What's up,
like
Brown?
that, but the thing is that the music scene that I knew doesn't exist. Now, there is a music scene now. There is no doubt about it. There is a music scene. There are things going on. The music's good, and clubs are packed, and people are doing things, but it's not the same as it was back in the day when there were actually clubs literally devoted to bands that played their own music. When
Yeah.
I say they wrote the music, they're not playing, Bob Seger songs or whatever and all that crap. And, in my case, we're playing Quiet Riot and all that stuff. How you doing, Billy? And, it's just different now. It's more of a cover scene, and God knows what else is going on. And, my son's band, they play originals, and they play down at places like the Grape Street in Manioc in Philadelphia. And they get a good crowd. Those places fill up, but it's not like when you went to the Empire Rock Club and there were like 300 or 400 people in the room.
Yeah.
Or the Cell Block, or the Galaxy. It's just not the same. Well, I'm glad you're living the dream, Billy. That's good.
What?
Billy said he's living the dream.
Nice.
Kelly, you know what's funny? You say you grew up in the wrong scene, you're growing up, whatever. I hear what you're saying. I wanted to be around 10 years before I was in the scene because it was even better 10 years before. I wanted to be hitting the music scene in 1978, 79. I unfortunately didn't hit the scene till like 1988, 89. And it was almost over because, by 92, the world had changed dramatically and grunge had come out. And there's a lot of great stuff that came out of the grunge scene for a lot of people. For me, it was the end of my little music dalliance in doing original music. My dreams were dashed and it was over, and I cry in my Cheerios every morning over what could have been. Be that as it may, I feel like had I started 10 years earlier, which I couldn't have because I would have been 11, that scene was a lot more, there was a lot more going on. There was a lot more opportunity, to do things and see things and to get exposed musically, the era of the Dead End Kids in Philadelphia. And for those that were there, I sort of wasn't, but I know what they were about. And they kind of set the stage for what Philly bands would do. They were the band, as far as I know, they were the first Philly band that was doing the guitar spins. And when I say the guitar spins, you see guys take their guitar and they spin it around their body.
I've seen Mark do that.
Mark does it. That all started with the Dead End Kids, and the band that really made it, that personified it for Philly was Heaven's Edge. So, yeah, Kelly's saying that when she grew up, it was pop boy bands and emo metal. Yeah,
True,
of course.
yeah.
Well, that was, but it's still better because that's shit. But it's still better than what's now. Now it's like this pseudo hip hop rapper, badass, angry music, and this super sweet pop music that's overly produced, and God knows where the real songwriter is in the actual song.
It's kind of like if you have a show on Nickelodeon, you're going to cut an album.
Exactly.
They're going to auto tune it via NASA, and it's all going to sound good.
I mean, it's funny. So I bought this talk box. If you don't know what a talk box is, just go listen to
Frampton Live.
Peter Frampton Live. So I have this talk box. It's a modern talk box. And it's done through a
It
microphone.
sounded really awesome the other day, just to let you know.
Thank you. It
was
sounded
good.
great
You had
yesterday as well.
You had it dialed
It's
in.
dialed in. I got the right setting on it. Now, this pedal comes with a switch on it that I can do auto tuning and pitch correction for my vocals, for my backing vocals if I wanted to. Which I have all that shit shut off. Like it's just on TalkBox. And I don't use it for singing. I only use it for when I use the TalkBox effect. So I run 2 microphones on stage. But it's out there for people to use now in just their regular playing. This is what the world's come to. It's almost expected. It's expected to have vocal backing tracks and all this stuff. Now, for old school, we do use a simulation track for some of the songs for keyboard parts or something, or to add some special effects in. Patty Phillips is back again.
Woohoo!
Vinny, you're correct. Vinny
Yep.
was there for all of the late 70s into the 80s and watched the whole scene cultivate and play out. And that's cool. And that's what I'm saying. If I was your age now, Vinny, well, in my timeline,
Damn.
would be the
You make it sound like 107
7
years old.
No, he's not that old. The great thing about being born now, Kelly Crew, is that you have the opportunity.
You rule, Kelly.
You have the opportunity to go back and listen to that music as though it was brand new.
Yep.
And I can relate to that because when I was 15 years old or so.
Wait.
Maybe I was 14.
Bullshit.
I got my first Zeppelin record and then I got my second Zeppelin record, and then I got Zeppelin 4. And Zeppelin 4 was probably 9 or 10 years old at that point. You know, basically just old music, but to me it was brand new and fresh and awesome and incredible to listen to that record, and still moves me to this day. It's 1979 was the first time I heard that record. I love that record. I love everything about Battle of Evermore and all of that stuff, and Misty Mountain Hop, and you know, just
Very,
so
very
cool.
Tolkien.
Patty, you miss hearing us, but we were just in your neighborhood yesterday. Old school. We were in your neighborhood, right down the street at Tom and Jerry's.
Don't be bitchy like that.
So, well, what I'm trying to get at is, hopefully, there will be a return of Old School to Delco at Tom and Jerry's in the near future. I think they were happy with what happened. So Kelly, there's nothing wrong with discovering this music now. My son did it when he was
No, it makes you awesome.
he was like 14 years old, and he got into rock band. And of course he grew up in a household where all he heard was, you know, classic metal and a lot of Kiss, and he really loved that music and still does to this day. So it's never too late to discover something and enjoy it. I'm getting into bands now that I didn't listen to in the 80s, and I'm getting to listen to them now. And it's great. For me, it's new music that is 30 years old. I love it. Jim Bax is saying, he's been into Miles Kennedy. Yeah, great stuff. You know, Alter Bridge and all that. Yes, good stuff. There's good stuff that came out post-grunge or during grunge. I mean, listen, I like the first Stone Temple Pilots album. I love that record. To this day, I still play it. Love it, enjoy it, cherish it. Good stuff. There are aspects of guitar playing in Pearl Jam that I absolutely enjoy, because those guys are, you wouldn't know it, but they are influenced by some of my favorite bands, Kiss and Iron Maiden. It's there. So
I'm a huge fan of Theory of a Dead Man and shit.
they're all metal band influenced.
Yeah.
You know,
Those
it's
guys are
a
awesome.
twist. You know, you don't want to keep rehashing the same music over and over, I guess. But you know, then there's bands that are coming out now. The one I was telling you about, Jim, the guy, the Chronicles. Oh my. Let me look it up and I'll play it.
Sorry. I just saw this the thumbnail of our show. It's horrifying.
Another one, huh?
Well, you tell me.
It's fine. I look like some old dude again.
I don't know what I look like.
I can't find it, but anyway, it's in my. I'd have to go dig it in my computer, but there's a band from India that is just. Oh, there they are.
You suck.
Garish and the Chronicles.
Yeah, those guys
This
are awesome.
band, I'm gonna send you the link for this, Kelly, and anybody else who cares. This band is spectacular.
Yep.
They embody what metal was about in the 80s, and they are right there. So I'm gonna just tag this little thing into the comments here. Kelly, you can go look at these guys, listen to them. And the thing that's gonna blow your mind is that's not letting me put my comment in the
Bastards.
why what's that? I don't. Okay. I can't comment now. Oh boy. Oh, it just never ends. It never ends. Let me try it one more time. No. But anyway.
Am I the only one getting a boner right now?
What's that have to do with this? No.
I mean, I know I'm getting the biggest.
It's not going through.
What are you going to do?
It won't let me post a post with a website on it.
All right. What's the website?
Maybe it's because I'm putting www in
Yeah,
there.
just grab that a little bit of it. Yeah, it might be too stupid to know.
You know,
Wait, what's the website?
GarishandtheChronicles.com. Unbelievable. I'm just gonna play them. If we get blipped out,
Fuck them.
so this is a band that
There, I put it up.
these guys are from India.
They're amazing. Yeah.
I'm gonna skip around the song so we won't get tagged too much.
Billy, shush. You're making us sound old.
I say WW. Let's skip that.
WW?
W.
W.
Trying to give you the essence of this, Kelly.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, man. It's Good night, Patty. Anyway, I'm probably gonna get us in trouble here with this.
That's fine.
They're great, man.
Yeah, they do kick total ass.
And Joe Brimstone introduced me to that band, and he's a good guy. So there is stuff going on. I just, there's not a lot of places to see him. But George Lynch is coming to the Music Box up in Lancaster on July 23rd with the band XYZ, and that is going to be one hell of a show, I will guarantee you. Definitely worth checking out. Oh, for Christ's sake, what's it doing?
What are you doing?
It's just messing up again.
Well, that's been the theme of the night.
It infuriates me. It really does. The lack of technology working.
Well, yeah, we get paid.
I think what's
for it,
happening is
you
my
know,
computer's locking up, probably. But I'm going to try and send you something directly, Kelly, see if this will work. Let's see. Nope. Try that. No, that worked. I don't think I can comment in the room.
What are you doing?
Check. 1, 2, 3. Nope, I can't comment in the room now. I don't know what's going on.
What are you doing over there?
I can't comment on anything in the room.
So close. Oh, you can't close it.
No, if I close it, then
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Well, I can still do it. So what do you
But
want?
why is it not letting me comment?
What do you want to comment? Oh, I'm not going to
I
comment.
already did it.
God damn
But
it.
why is it not letting me?
I don't know.
Now I'm getting pissy.
Everything's fucked tonight, man. We're just like totally screwed.
Anyway, Kelly, I sent you a direct link to them, and I think you'll really dig this band. And they are badass mofos. Badass.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, she said she's going to check it out. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Because she likes good music.
You will
She's
like
awesome.
it. You will like it. It's good stuff. I don't think IT guys can help us. This is a Facebook issue, Billy.
Yeah.
Although I think Jim needs help. You're basically an IT
Yeah,
guy.
I have to back out the last update.
Yeah, sorry, man.
So if we have time between now and the next show, we can come down here and fuck with this.
What's this weekend?
I don't
I
know.
play Friday night. I'm off Saturday. I'm off Sunday.
All right, let me know. We'll
So
come down. And
I
mess
do have to
with
mow the lawn at some point.
it. We'll do it. We'll do it together.
Not talking my personal lawn. That's already
Oh,
trimmed.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
talking about the grass out back.
I keep it.
And not the pot we're growing back there.
Oh. Yeah, I keep that very, very.
Yeah, you gotta keep it trimmed, man. You gotta, you never know.
You want to make it nice for someone. You never know.
Well, in all seriousness, when I had all the stuff going on with my heart, kept ending up in the hospital here and there, and they would go to try and put those little pads on you to take your EKG.
Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't get through the bush.
Oh, I don't do so much with that. Every once in a while, I run.
So I when I went in for the major stuff, I just sheared the sheep.
Do you do it all the time?
No, I just keep it trim.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Up until all that happened, I was like, hey man, full on Afro Paul Stanley.
Yeah. But you don't want to do that now.
So.
But no, that's cool. I mean, I'm talking about down there.
Oh, that's always been trimmed.
Yeah, I've been doing that since forever because I remember one time I had an operation and they did it.
No, I just
No, I mean like I had a.
I don't want anybody touching that.
When I was 14, I had to have an operation and they shaved the whole area.
Mm-hmm.
When I woke up, I looked at it and I'm like, it looks like Larry Fine.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I don't want that to look like Larry Fine because I don't want anyone to react the way you just did.
That's good.
So trim that shit up.
No,
Billy, we don't need an IT guy. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. So what we got? We have 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left.
We have an infinite amount of minutes left if
Yeah.
you want because we're on a Podbean.
Yeah. Well, I'm quitting at 10.
That's true. Yeah.
I got to go in the office tomorrow. Billy, you can come down and be on the show live if you want.
Yeah.
It's every Tuesday. Just get here around 8 o'clock and we'll set up a microphone. Just need to bring a pair of these things with you, a pair of headphones with a full-size jack, not the 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch.
Yeah, don't be a dick, man. I had to get the big one because it's awesome. Look, dude.
Yep, it's the exact same set.
Same thing.
So if you do that, you can come down and sit down and have a couple beers with us and maybe have a stiff drink. And then we could always hook up the secondary mic, headphone box if we needed to. That worked out just fine last
We may
night.
have to use the big goddamn thing if this doesn't work out.
The big board?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, but it's not, it might.
It's exactly the same thing. Same USB. Same.
I know, but the driver may work. Saturday or Sunday, let me know. We'll figure this out.
All right. There's never any of what you're talking about. We don't say that on here.
What?
What he said.
What did he say?
I can't say it.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
No.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry, I don't mean to disappoint you or anything, but we're not doing that.
Loser!
But
yeah, so
yeah, right. Be all Seinfeldy about it.
not that there's anything wrong with that, no.
Mm-hmm.
So Kelly Crew, are you going to be out Friday night at Sweeney's to see Old School?
Yes, she will.
I would hope she would.
I would hope she would. I never see her, so.
I'm hoping Dino from Dino and the Demolitions there.
Oh?
You never met that guy.
I did not.
Yeah.
I remember that.
He is a character and a half.
Oh.
Yeah. Were you at when we played in Pennypack Park?
Nope. Sorry, I'm sorry.
That was the first time I had a heart issue, but I didn't know what was going on. Anyway, Dino played that show, and his band, before they come out, there's this big wooden box put on the stage. We were just sitting there. I was like, okay, there's a wooden box on the stage, and they say something about the band coming on, and all of a sudden you hear this chainsaw start up, and then the band starts playing, and there's a chainsaw coming through the box, cutting the box to shreds. Dude was in the box with
That's
a chainsaw.
fucked up, man.
Yeah. He's a piece of work.
That reminds me, now that it's, what is it, July?
It's almost Halloween.
July. We're starting to work on shit.
Well, I was looking at some animatronics.
So I'm thinking I might next week bring in a before and after prop.
That's cool. Yeah.
So.
You got the camera right there, man.
Oh, yeah. So, sorry, I'm going to start shaving and shit. But, no, we've been working on stuff. We had the...
Well, I saw you out there this weekend when we drove past. We were getting ready to go to...
What the hell were we doing?
I don't know. You were in the garage. You had stuff on the floor and
Oh, that's different. But
Oh.
we went out. We took it out back because I kind of feel like a dick, man. At this point, people expect us to be doing crazy shit. Like Paul the elder. Yes.
his wife's in the hospital.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I never met her actually.
She doesn't come out. Sally.
But Paul's awesome. I love that guy.
Mhm.
And but Paul the elder, as opposed to Paul the younger, you.
Yeah, I'm the young guy, 55.
He comes over every time we're working on a prop. He sees it, he comes over. I'm
Yeah.
like, well,
You're giving it away, man.
so we were working out back. We were
Take it easy, Billy.
g'day, man. G'day, mate. Yeah,
G'day, mate.
right. Yeah, blah blah. But we were the cemetery sign we did.
Yeah.
It's too heavy. It's too big. It's too much of a sail, and it's in the wind.
Well, yeah, well, it's October, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. Well, no, it was fine the first year. Last year,
Yeah.
we were pissed. So we're making a different version that's going to be a little less, a little more wind friendly, actually. So we're working on that. So I think
Good.
that'll be fun. But I'll come over with some stuff. I mean, you know what my costume's going to be, right?
You probably told me and I forgot it already.
We're doing Boba Fett and Fennec Shand.
Oh, that you did not tell me.
Oh, that's what we're doing. So I got to do that. I never did Boba Fett before because I thought it was too fucking simple. Now I'm like, God damn it, this takes work. But working on that now. Where he's got working on the Fennec Shand thing. But we're doing props. We're starting to think about stuff we want to do.
Mhm.
We'll get another prop. I'll talk to you if you want to know. I'll talk to you off air.
Yeah, that's fine.
But we're getting ready for that shit. So yeah, if
Well,
you're what?
Um,
What?
I was just going to do a plug and then play some Chicken Man. Get
Oh,
out.
I was just gonna say. So Halloween, if anybody's listening, you got to come here
Yeah.
for Halloween.
You can message us privately for the address.
It does not fucking matter what you're doing. Trick or treat here. If you have kids, trick or treat here is a great
See you
neighborhood
there,
to do
Kelly.
it. Everywhere else sucks. So just come here.
So one last plug before we go. We're gonna go out on Chicken Man. Old School, my band, my cover band, will be at Sweeney's Philly Special Friday night from 9 to 1 a.m. 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. That's Friday, July 8th. We return. And with that, I give you the Chicken Man.
Yeah.
In our last very exciting episode, the police commissioner of Midland City received a telephone message from the White-Winged Warrior saying that if anything came up, he would be at the Club Chi-Chi singing Give My Regards to Broadway.
Yes, Commissioner.
Miss Helfinger, good news.
Good.
Our code section has broken that coded message from the Winged Warrior.
No?
It is a rarely used ancient Aztec code.
Nice.
I'll be at the Club Chi-Chi singing Give My Regards to Broadway means one of two only things.
One.
See how the pretty Aztec maiden leaps from the high cliff into the crocodile's mouth.
Or two.
I'll be at the Club Chi-Chi singing Give My Regards to Broadway.
Oh, yes.
Of the two meanings, Miss Helfinger, which do you prefer?
See how the pretty Aztec maiden leaps from the high cliff into the crocodile's mouth.
That's the one that made least sense to me.
In the meantime, backstage at the Club Chi-Chi, the great Lillian Merkel receives a caller at her dressing room door.
Come in, please.
How do you do? I am the wonderful white-winged weekend warrior.
How nice for you.
I have long been an admirer of yours, Miss Merkel.
Oh?
I think you sing really good.
Thank you. You in the show?
Yes, I sing good too.
Really?
Yes, Miss Merkel, I wonder if after the show you'd care to join me for a glass of buttermilk and some crackers.
Telegram for the Winged Warrior.
Yes, I'm the winged warrior.
From the office of the Police Commissioner of Midland City.
Oh.
Dear Winged Warrior.
Couldn't I just read it myself?
No. Dear Winged Warrior, in reply to your phone message of yesterday p.m., recommend several possible courses of action.
1.
Warn Aztec maiden of consequences of leaping from cliff.
And 2.
Warn crocodile of consequences of open mouth.
Fine, well, thank you
I'm
very
not finished.
Oh,
Also, strongly suggest post sign at top of cliff.
yes,
Watch out for crocodiles below.
of course.
Sign here.
All right,
Thanks.
you're welcome.
Wow. How much do you tip a Western Union boy for a wire like that?
question.
And with that, you've been listening to the P word. You popped your P. This was the most unexciting event we've had all night. In fact, this show's been pretty...
No, I actually liked it better.
It was different. As an announcer, I expect gusto. I bid you peace.
I'm just the bartender.
Yep.
See you next week, folks.
All right, guys. Thank you all, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Shit, and I gotta Phil while he walks across the room. God damn it.
Damn you to hell, it
There
fell
you
the
go.
apes!